I was aiming due north. I feel like the north is an area of strength, reserve, cold. It's a direction of stamina,
It's
strength.
Up. That's what
it's
it
up.
is.
It's up, and it's where birds go in summertime, right?
When they're hot.
Yeah, but when they're cold, they leave. So
Why did they do that?
because it's migration,
Oh, okay.
and it's the furthering of the species. But my instinct was it was winter. I'm going north.
Okay.
So I went north,
Iceland.
and what I found there was endurance, and I found a sort of extemporaneous survival. Not of the fittest, but of the fit.
The fit.
Or, somewhat healthy.
So you had a gym in the studio?
Yeah, but we didn't use it.
No, it was just a symbol.
It was a symbol of, strength, proactive, is that?
Yeah.
Or is that
Creatine.
stuff you put in your hair?
That
don't know.
is.
But, it was a process, and the weird thing is when we headed north, we really ended up
Cold.
cold, yeah. So
But strong.
we ended up, we were strong. And we needed to find a place where we could go where we were rippling.
Wow. Okay.
He is like a stadium
Yeah.
because there's a certain surge in power that you get from the collective, and he is the collective, a one-man collective that tells you one thing.
That's just what
Yes.
you need to know.
Yes, that's what he says.
Why?
And yes, he says why as well. He says two things. He says yes,
Yes.
and then he says
But
why.
Why? And then that's.
Why, and that's the context for greatness.
Oh, man.
To
Is he dangerous?
He is, but it's approachable, because in that danger there is an acceptance of chaos, but also an embrace of change. Behind the title Modern Guilt is a small man, but a man of inquisitive joy. He can rip off the tops of things and see what's inside. He can take things from their essence and keep them covered and sheathed. He sheathes and he uncovers. And I think the guilt and behind that title is a little man. But he's getting bigger, and he gets, no, he's not that little. No, he's not that little.
This big.
He's a little bit bigger than that.
He's like
Kind
this
of,
big.
no, bigger.
He's like
Bigger. He is the man who represents the conscience. Conscience, yeah. And he cuts with his conscience to create. There's a lot of things. There's species, there's technology, there's garbage, there's trees, there's one person and there's nobody. There's acceptance, but there's also disapproval. Ultimately, I think there's a conscience, and with that conscience, there can be a solution, but not a solution that leads to some sort of ending, a solution that leads to another problem, ultimately. And that's the dilemma. And that's what makes it modern. I wanted to convey that the things that are crucial are the things that you need to get rid of. I say just put them away.
Say it.
Put them in your pocket.
In the pocket.
Walk with them and walk to the sea, walk to a pond.
Recycling bin.
And let them go,
Goodbye.
Let them spray from your fingers like the dust of yesterday's rubbish. Let yourself break out, because there's really only one thing holding you back, and it's yourself and
Fire.
fire.